Welcome back to a new video. In this series, we are gonna go from. I'll be showing you how to get the A321 Neo from cold and dark all the way until landing and shutdown. So, first we're gonna take the chocks off. Well, we're not really supposed to take the chocks off first, but I usually forget, and then I'm wondering why the plane won't move. So, then you can just check and you can take that off. And you can see how good it looks. I did get a mod for this airport on flightsim.to. This is in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. The mod works for 2020 and the 2024. So make sure to like the video if you'd like me to show you how I got it and which one it was. And this is that DTW, is the airport in Detroit. So this is live time. It is a bit cloudy there. I mean, actually it's perfect above our plane with nowhere else. Anyway, so once you do all the checks, you can click either press the thing on the door to get into plane, or you can just press Shift C and it'll go like that. So once you're in, you can just get that out of your way by clicking on it, and you can start by pressing the external power on, battery 1 and battery 2. And then you can press that, the cruise supply and ground control on. You can press on, wait a minute for it to start, and press start, and until it turns blue and says on. You'll see when it's ready because it'll say AVL for available. So you can, well, if you don't want to put that on, you want to put the nav and logo to 1, and then you can put on the fuel pumps, and then you can, there's a co-pilot there. You can change them, and you put emergency exit lights to armed, and then to set this stuff up here, as you can see, it says anti-ice detected on engine 1 and engine 2. So you can go to anti-ice, engine 1 and engine 2, but to be safe, you press all of them typically when that happens. But yeah, I am doing the Detroit airport because I usually fly out of it a lot in real life, so I'm familiar with the airport. But anyways, you can click clear on that. From this, to set that up, because it will stay like that, right? You go over here and set it to nav, because now it's set to off originally. So now, as you can see there, it says IR line at 7 minutes. So in 7 minutes that'll be ready. It's a bit of a long time, but when you're setting up the plane, you don't even realize. If you do have SimBrief, you can click on that and import it. Except today, for some reason, SimBrief is not working for me. It was working for me yesterday. But if you have it, you just click import, make stuff a bit easier. But if you want to go for like the realism of it, then you can do it manual in the MCDU, which I will show in this video or another video. We'll see depending on how long it is. Anyways, so with that set up, you can go here, because there is a bit of an issue. Also, for some reason that one starts down, so you're gonna pull it. You don't need to do that. It's just because sometimes you might want to press it in, and it'll be there. Anyways, so there is a weird thing going on with right now where it'll just say like the transponder is not working no matter what you do. So the way to do that I've found is you click on the ATC thing. You can go from ATC mode, click on this, to auto, and then you'll see everything goes like automatic, and you can just click VHF and everything that's green, so it's auto now. So now you're not gonna have to fix all that stuff when it breaks on you, like the moment you take off, and then you lose contact, right? So you can start by clicking on this here. You can go to tune to ground, and then you can go, well, I'll show you how to do it. You can either do it with that, or it's pretty easy with that. So now you can go ground services, request passenger boarding start. But also, because SimBrief is not working for me today, I'm currently using Little Nav Map, which I can show to do in another video. So make sure to comment if you'd like me to do that. So you can let that go, and as you can see, right here right now, you can see it connects. This is technically the Spirit gate we're at right now. As you can see there, it doesn't say Spirit, but this at the real airport is a Spirit gate. So if you have passengers and it was the default Microsoft Flight Simulator one where it's glass, you'd actually see passengers walking through. So you also want to make sure throttle's on idle, because for some reason it starts not in idle in reverse sometimes. So while it does that, we can start planning into here. So you're gonna click on init thing there, wait for it to load. It will save. I don't know why, but just click clear, just keep clicking clear until it eventually goes away. And then it says that's not gonna work, just ignore that. That's for if I was using SimBrief. which I would, but it's not working. Anyways, you're gonna put in KD, wherever it is, KDTW slash, so from, and the slash is like a 2. Then you can go back onto the map, and you can drag it over, or you can just search for the airport or no general area of the airport. It's over here. Yeah, right there. Well, just lagged out a bit. Okay. Anyways, so it should be right here. See, it's KMCO, so we're gonna go slash select the 2 and KMCO. Put it on there. Just click on that one, and it'll say that. So you can just click return. That's for if you have SimBrief, where you click on that, but I don't have it working right now. So then you can click an average number of I usually puts 45 for the cost index. That's basically telling the plane how fuel efficient to be. And cruise altitude, cruise that there. Just put in the altitude. So let's see, on here we have it set to IFR. We're gonna say we want to go 31,000 feet. So you're gonna press in the first 3 digits of 310. Put in, and it automatically does that there. And you can make a flight number. So for today we're gonna go 1620. It doesn't matter what it is. You can just click there. And then alternate is, I think I'm gonna go with Tampa, which I believe is KTPA. I think it is. So KTPA. Right there. None. Yep. None there. If you see, it automatically sets itself up on it like that. You can go to ground here. You can see the GPU is still connected, but because the APU now, as you can see, it started, you can press on this to get rid of it, and you can just ignore that menu for now. And then we can go into performance. Now first we want to kind of get a flight plan, so we're gonna go back over to the map. We're gonna go into F plan. You can click on ACIRA. Click on this flight plan discontinuity. Click on that. Insert. This does take a little while. It's a bit long. And you can see it's RGGA. So we're gonna put in RGGA. Click on that. Not in database. Sometimes the happens or doesn't go. So you can try again with R. Oh, it's REGGA. Put it in. It's not in database. Sometimes it happens, so you can just skip the waypoint and you can go ZIW, which is the next one. Where is it? ZIWL. Where's the L? LE, and this is all in alphabetical order, by the way, it's not like a normal keyboard. What is going on here? I think actually it needed an update, that might be why. Probably gonna update the thing. We're gonna try one more. SPR. SPR. OW. Click on it, yep, and insert. And WEKED. So we're gonna put in WEKED. Insert, and this is a bit long, so you can keep doing that, and I'll see you when I finish putting in the flight plan. Okay, so now that we have finished importing the flight plan, we can just extract that. Then we can zoom back in on our plane over here. And also this is with like all the live people, so that's like where the other planes are, like wherever people are, because I have it set to live right now. On the simulator. So in the idle view, to go back, you can just press shift space. So we can go, as you can see, you can like zoom it all the way out and stuff, and go plan, and you can see the full flight plan that I planned in there. It's not showing the full thing because it can't really fit even with a 320 nautical mile radius, because I believe this flight is 900 ish nautical miles. Anyways, so then you can put this up to what you want. I usually keep it up. I have no idea what just went, like disconnect, reconnect. Like I don't know. Maybe it was the mic and I didn't see. But I just heard the Windows like disconnection, reconnection sound. Might have been the throttle because it was here. But anyway, so when now we can go, before we leave, we can go back here. We can go to clearance. Clicking on that, go back to clearance. If I can find it, sometimes it's just not here, the clearance thing. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Yeah, typically, oh, I think I have an idea why. Usually when you start it, you have to put like departure arrival. I kind of didn't put the arrival on it, so we'll be, looks like we'll be flying a VFR, which you would typically be flying IFR, but it doesn't really matter in the simulator. It won't matter anyways. So then you can like go ground services, and then we can, oh yeah, we can put no smoking on, and then we'll ask them for passenger boarding stop. You can also ask her, all of these are optional. The only thing you really need from them is the pushback and stuff. So when it finishes disconnecting there, you'll see it's leaving. And we can also get the pushback. Click on that there. You have to make sure all of those are off. Take the parking brake off, because otherwise you will not be going anywhere with that parking brake on. And also we have to pick a runway, which I think they'll just tell us after. But we will put this to off. Put this strobe to auto, but now we start the engines. So we put on APU bleed, beacon, put this to 2 now, and then we can go down here, turn this to ignition start, and press engine 2. And then if you look, we are moving right now, by the way, so I guess we're going that, one of the runners down that way. But yeah, I thought I saw something behind us, that's why. Anyway, so you can see it starts to go up slowly, so you just give it some time to start the engines. You can see your flight plan there is that green there, so you can let it go for a bit, push back. It stops, and you can put the parking brake back on now. You hear the engine starting up, or 6, no wait, and then when it finishes, you start engine 1. So it's fine to start it earlier, but in a real plane, if you want it to be like more realistic, you start with engine 2 and then engine 1. I think anyways it's engine 2 then engine 1. Like you go one at a time. I don't think it matters which order. But also, as you can see, I did get a mod for this airport if you were wondering. So I don't know if I said that earlier in this video, but yes. So anyways, now that you can see it says it's available, you can press engine 1 up. You can look down there and push it up there, right? And throttle, make sure it's idle, because if it's like back into reverse, it will go like, when the moment the engine gets started, it will go backwards. And same thing if you put it like forward like that. See that blue up there? The moment that it says, see where it tells you, but the moment that the engine starts, it's gonna go like full. So then you can put on your, push both bolts to the right, like from this here you can go to VOR, and then yeah, VOR and stuff, right? So you'll hear it starting. You can just now go back to clearance. You can request taxi depart. I guess I have no idea which direction we're departing in, but we can click depart east, I guess. I don't know. We'll just turn if it brings us to the wrong way. So yes, I guess we'll just wait a bit to tell us there. So if you see that they told us all that, we can click acknowledge. We are ready to go now, so we can turn this here to the norm. So in the middle, we can pull this here, put on that light, and put that taxi, put on the seatbelt sign. We can go back to idle now. and you might want to keep it there so you can see where you're going. So it says E, so you can look on the back onto the map, look for E, which is that one right there. So then you can slowly just push the throttle just enough to get your plane moving, and bring it back to idle. And if you need more speed and power, you can just go forward, or you can just push it forward a little more and then pull it back. So it says E, K, K5, so Echo Kilo Kilo 5. So I'm going to continue straight down here until it goes to Kilo, which is the straight one. So if you also see, you can see the plane moving on the map, which it says we're going 10 knots. But I'm guessing we have wind if it's moving like that with no throttle. So I can just go down. It will auto adjust if you have follow plane settings set up. So it will follow where you go. And you can see we're going Kilo and Kilo 5 Yankee. So we turn, I think, no. So Yankee cross runway 27. I have no idea where. So these are cross runway 27. So I'm gonna guess Yankee is over here. Don't feel like afraid to stop and look where you're going. Right, if that's happening.
5 minutes later.
So now we can just continue. Put the throttle up a little bit again. So as you can see, it says there, that's like your checklist almost. You can click on max, because that's what it says, right? Like having an auto check itself. You can put the flaps to the position. Actually, we forgot to do the performance page. So you can put the flaps to 1. That's standard. Yeah, so the performance is not necessarily needed to fly if you just have a generic idea of the speed and rotation speed for the plane, which I know for the A320 it's about 120 knots. Right. So now we're gonna turn right here. I had a bit of an early turn, but yeah, now we'll just continue going straight down this taxiway here. And the spoilers, you can pull to arm them. That's the flaps right there, by the way. But then we cross the runway, and this simulator air traffic control does not have a cross runway unless using like that sim or something. So I usually just keep this window open for the taxi and stuff. Then takeoff configuration test, you can click on that right there. Go back to the idle view. And then after we cross the runway, we have to go. You can slow down a bit too if like you're going a bit fast. And then cross runway 27 Yankee 2. Yeah, where's Yankee 2 go? Taxi to runway 04. Oh, I know why. Yankee 2 is the one where you turn onto the runway. So we just continue straight down here until we go Yankee 2 and we're at the runway. So you can see this is the Delta hangars over here. Just continue a bit longer. And then check to make sure everything's set properly. So just get there. So one thing that would be nice if you had a co-pilot that actually like did something instead of this AI guy, because then you could be setting other things up there like we should be as we go. So now as you can see, we can start like our turn, and that's the whole short right there. So we can just stop. We didn't really have the best turn. Whoa, whoa. Oh, we're on the grass. Like I had a bit of a sharp turn. No, almost. But you can also see the snow. There's a slight bit of snow, even in real life right now. Like where I am. So we can go to here, and that's how you can use the radio if you wanted to. So you can click on that top one right there. See where the tower is 128. So 128 decimal, then the last bit 750. So then you can go 750. Click on the button again. Click on this one to switch them. Now you can see we're on the tower. You can request that. Usually it'll say IFR, but I kind of made a little mistake with that. Now you can just like move it to wherever you want by just dragging it, as if it's like a window. So you can go. Like they said 3042, because we didn't do performance, we didn't have to like really set it up. We'll acknowledge the base. It says that because I didn't change the other one. Doesn't really matter. It's the AI co-pilot. There's nothing there. So then it says altitude. Yeah, you can leave that there. It says that's because it's saying about the thing we just have to do for the other guy on this side. You can go. Also, if it is a bit slow, you can just do that. It goes up a lot faster in this way. the overway seat. So you can also just turn onto the runway like we are right now. Click on FDVAR, stands for flight director. Same thing on this side. Go forward. And they told us to take off, so we can make sure everything's set, and then you can just go like full throttle, right? And not have it freeze. Or you don't go full throttle, you go flex. But still, and then you can slowly adjust to stay along the center line there, which we aren't the best on. So at 120 you can start to slowly pull back, which we were a lot faster. So then you can just put the gear up, which is right there. And now this is where you have to be a bit careful, because it does not go back into the auto adjusting thing otherwise. So you can go there. Oops, I made a little mistake. And so now it does that, but in the simulator they did not fix it, so it does not go back to the line. So that's the end of the first video in this series. So make sure to like and subscribe for more aviation content, and comment what I should try next.